girls ask you why. The world keeps spinning, no one seems to care. Lost in the noise, a silent prayer. Does anyone out there even hear the cry? I'm just a voice in the wind, but I'll keep on screaming, 'cause someone's missing. I won't stop dreaming.
Good morning, everyone. I do realize it's super early, but better, early bird gets the worm. So here I am. I do want to say thank you all for joining me. I didn't think I'd get this much of a crowd, but thank you so much for being here. We have Praise Jesus. I love that name. Welcome, Praise Jesus. We have Snooker Bum. We have Lizzie. Hi, Lizzie. Thank you for always showing up. I do appreciate you. Knowledge helps. It surely does. Thank you for joining. Potato casserole. Look at you bringing in the carbs. That's just what I needed. Lucy Goosey, thank you for being here. Guys, we're just going to go over the day, some missing, of course. It's very important that each day, just for my own heart, that I can put out some missing people. You never know when that's you. It could be me. It could be our children. Could be our friends. We just don't know. In today's age, you really don't. And as you see, I have Deanna Erickson up here on the screen. Now, Deanna Erickson is 31. She was last seen on June 6, 2025 in Walden, Calgary, and this is Canada. Her last known timeline shows that she had exited a train with a woman experiencing homelessness. She had joined a group near that station. At 10:40 p.m., she had asked a bus driver en route, and that route was 167. Would they arrive before boarding the wrong bus? Well, as she's on board, she appeared visibly distressed. Wow, I'm going to be tongue tied today. I apologize, guys. So holding her head and rocking, was she was seen on the bus holding her head and rocking. At 11:11 p.m., the bus paused outside the Walden McDonald's, where Deanna did unexpectedly get off despite it not being her bus stop. This is her last confirmed sighting. She is described as 5'4" and approximately 130 pounds. She was last seen wearing a blue crew neck sweater, brown sweatpants, a purple windbreaker, and it was tied around her waist. Now, she also had black Nike runners and she was carrying a backpack. Now, before I go on, I also want to make sure that I kind of get the full effect. As you know, this story is very close to me. I was asked by Braddy to cover it. Her sister's absolutely amazing. So I want to go ahead and play this video and hopefully it will take this down. Let's see. All right. And let me go ahead and share this video with you guys so you guys can get the full picture of what's going on here.
Is 31 years old and missing from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. She has been missing since June 6th, 2025. She had taken the wrong bus and was last seen on CCTV heading southwest near Walden. Deanna has an appointed guardian that has been no support in helping to find her, and her sister is beyond worried about Deanna's safety. She would never leave her sister behind with no contact, and many other factors point to danger. Please, if you have seen Deanna Erickson, contact the Calgary Police Service at 403-266-1234. We must be Deanna's voice for her to be found. No person should not be searched for due to past struggles, and we won't stop until we find her. Please help us bring Deanna home.
And guys, it is very unfortunate that people really can't get the help that they need when they absolutely need it. It is actually heartbreaking. Welcome, U.S. Breaking Updates. I hope you are here for kindness. Please do not troll this chat. We're talking about missing people. It's very important. Each life matters, even yours. So if you're here to troll, please see your way out. But if you're here to just, continue and join with us and maybe be interested in who's missing, welcome. It's nice to have you here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move on to, we have Deanna here, and then we have our next one. Now, what we have next is Keller. Now, as you can see, Keller is a very small child. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Let me go ahead and start. Let me start up here because this is kind of where I have myself aligned here. Like I said, it is super early, guys, so bear with me. We have Michael Gage Johnson. Now, Michael Gage Johnson, who was also known by Gage, he was last seen in the early morning hours of May 30th, 2021, near the 1000th block of Chipper Lane in Keithville, Louisiana. He left under unusual circumstances. Hi, Mustang. I'm surprised you're up this early. I'm happy to see you. He left under unusual circumstances, leaving behind his phone, his wallet, all of his personal belongings, and at the front door, front door was found wide open. Behavior that no contact with family or friends is he's never ever done this before. It's totally out of his character. His family is so deeply concerned for his safety and well-being. Michael Gage Johnson is approximately 6 foot tall, 175 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. He has multiple distinctive tattoos and a right eyebrow piercing. Absolutely heartbreaking, guys. It could happen to any of us. It really could. Okay, let's move on to the next. We have Stephen. Stephen LeCount is 63 years old. He's 5'8" and he weighs 160 pounds. Stephen Wayne LeCount of Howell Road in Lansing, North Carolina, was reported missing on August 10th, 2025. He was last seen wearing camouflage shorts, a white graphic t-shirt, and work boots. Now, Stephen has had a head injury which causes him to be impaired a little bit with his speech and his cognitive abilities as a child. If you have any information, contact Ashe County Sheriff's Office at 336-846-5600, or you can contact Crime Stoppers at 336-846-1488. Please take a good look at his picture. See if anything may stand out to you. Like I said, you never know. This could be any of us. Next, we have Albany. Albany Velasquez is 16 years old. She has red auburn hair. She has brown eyes. She's 5'3" and she weighs around 140 pounds. The Charlotte Police Department is searching for 16-year-old Albany Velasquez. Albany was last seen in Charlotte, North Carolina on November 13th, 2025. If you have any information regarding her whereabouts, contact their police department at 704-336-7600. Next, we have Marlon. Marlon Thompson is 13 years old. Please take a good look at him. Like I said, he's only 13 years old. Now, Marlon has brown hair, brown eyes. He's 5'2" and he weighs 110 pounds. 13-year-old I say Marlon, but on here it has Marion on some, but this is Marlon is actually his name. 13-year-old Marlon Thompson was last spotted in Rio Rancho, New Mexico on February 4th, 2026. He was wearing jeans, a black and gray hoodie, and might have had a black backpack with him. Anyone with information about his location is please urged to call the Rio Rancho Police Department at 505-891-7226 or the New Mexico Department of Public Safety at 1-800-457-3463. Please take a good look at his face. He may look familiar to you. You may see him at your local gas station. Either way, guys, if you think you see him, please do the right thing. Next, we have Rose. Now, Rose Wilcox, she's a North Carolina Silver Alert. Isn't she adorable? A North Carolina Silver Alert has been activated on February 10th, 2026 for 76-year-old Rose Wilcox. Rose was last seen on February 9th, 2026 around 5:30 p.m. in the area of the 3400th block of Old Vineyard Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Rose is known to have dementia and other cognitive impairments. She was last seen wearing a long black coat with gold buttons, black pants, and red and white shoes. Anyone with any information about Wilcox's whereabouts should please call Winston-Salem Police Department at 336-773-7700. That's just heartbreaking. Look how, and at this age, it's just heartbreaking to see someone that age even wondering like that. It is. It's absolutely heartbreaking. I couldn't imagine if this were my mother. And you can't stop them. I there was no way with my mom. There was no way you were taking her keys. There's just no way. So we have Terrence Scott. Now, Terrence Scott was last seen December 31st, 2025, in Palm Springs, California. Now, Terrence Terry Scott was last seen on December 31st near his home in the area of South Farrell Drive and East Palm Canyon Drive in Palm Springs, California. There was an unconfirmed sighting at McDonald's on January 1st, 2026, around 2 p.m. Terry takes daily medication, and his family believes he may be experiencing a mental health crisis. They are very concerned about his health and safety and well being. If you think you've seen Terry or have any information that could possibly bring him home, please contact the Palm Springs Police Department or the Missing in America anonymous tip line listed below. And that tip line is 760-323-8116. And guys, if you aren't familiar with these different the people that make these flyers, this one's by Missing in America. You'll see me go through many different people that have made flyers. I would tag them all, but as today, and usually I do, but in today's live, I have so many different ones that I can go back through and I can put each one. But I think most of you that watch me every day, you guys kind of know where they come from. But I do thank them for all of their hard work for sure. It's not easy making flyers, and especially it's not easy knowing that each flyer, you can make a mistake very easily without even thinking about it. They are human, they're going to make errors. We have Jason Bloom. Jason Bloom was last seen August 17th, 2025 in Peoria, Illinois. Now, he was 44 at the time of his disappearance. He has brown eyes, gray hair. He's 5'10" and he weighs 150 pounds. Now, he has tattoos. He has Vegeta Dragon. He has Ballsy on his forearm, and he has the scars on his elbow. Now, your awareness and compassion could bring him home. Please care, share, and be aware. So, with that, I want to ask you, please share this. You never know when you share this to the right person. One person is all it takes to see. Jason was last seen on August 17th, 2025, in the area of West 1st Street and South Hap Avenue in Peoria, Illinois. His cell phone has not been used since August 17th. At approximately 5:24 p.m. was his very last ping. His family believes he may be experiencing homelessness and is extremely concerned for his safety and well-being. If you have any information on Jason's whereabouts or you think you may have seen him, please contact the Peoria County Sheriff's Office or contact the Missing in America Network Anonymous Tip Line. And that line is 309-697-7823. And before anyone starts with the homelessness stuff, guys, when you have a loved one that is dealing with mental health, you can't keep them with you. People say, well, why didn't they live with their family? You can't. It's just not healthy to. Unfortunately, it is a very hard situation that many people have to learn the hard way. Next, we have Daniel Dan Davis. Daniel Dan Davis. Now, this one's kind of rough too because Daniel, it's kind of hard to read this one. It is in Spanish, but I'm going to try to do my best part because I'll put it in the English terms here. It is hard whenever they put him out Spanish because I do not speak Spanish, but I can say he is 5'9". He, I did not expect to do that. He is missing from Blue Island, Illinois. Guys, take a good look at his face. If you think that you may, and he was last seen November 2025. If you think you may know him, you've seen him on the street, please contact the missing persons line at 312-747-8274. And I do apologize. Usually I haven't gotten one that is in Spanish, so this is all on me. So if you're going to make fun of me, not the person who made the flyer, because obviously I should have paid better attention. But Daniel Dan Davis, please remember that name. Please remember that face. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mustang. And I didn't realize that putting him out. I was trying to get him out as fast as I could and I didn't realize that. But I can see that, I can see that he's missing it from November. And most important part is we tried, right? We tried. On the screen, we have Elizabeth or Zonko Mendoza. She was last seen July 9th in Desert Hot Springs, California. Elizabeth was last seen on July 9th, 2025. At the time of her disappearance, Elizabeth was pregnant and was due to give birth. She was due to give birth on September 20th, 2025. Her family is extremely concerned for her safety and the safety of her baby. If you have seen Elizabeth, if you have any information about her whereabouts, please get a hold of the tip line, which is 760-836-1600. And that's a scary one too, to think that she's pregnant and that's so close to delivery. And guys, they do say that the most dangerous time for a woman is when she's pregnant or when she's getting a divorce. That's terrible. Okay, so we have Robert Cole. Robert Cole was last seen June 13th, 2025 in Phoenix, Arizona. Robert Cole was reported missing by his family on September 11th, 2025, after they had not heard from him in over 2 months. Now, Robert is an over the road truck driver, and his last known location was in Phoenix. According to authorities, he was seen at Circle K in Phoenix, Arizona on June 13th, 2025. Robert previously lived in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, and still may have some ties to that area. At the time of his disappearance, he was 36. He was 5'8", 190 pounds. He has brown hair, brown eyes. He has a tattoo of a rosary wrapping around his ankle and calf. Now, he also has the word diligence on his leg or arm. That's so scary. Oh, you're welcome, Mustang. I do feel kind of stupid that I couldn't read that one. I should have went through that better. But the whole point is to get the face out, I think. And I'm sure I'll catch hell about it, and that's fine. I'll catch hell about whatever anyway. It doesn't matter. I'm trying. And that's more than most people out here are doing. So whoever wants to give me crap, they can do it. I'm used to it. It's no big deal. I mean, honestly, you can't take this stuff personal out here because it's all about, dog eat dog, and it shouldn't be. It should be about the victims. Absolutely, 100%. So next we have Julian Lopez. Julian Lopez was last seen in Phoenix, Arizona. He was 40 years old at the time of his disappearance. He was 5'11" at the time. He weighed 200 pounds. He has brown hair, brown eyes. He has tattoos of Harley Davidson emblems on the back and the right side of his hand. He has scars on the left side of his neck. Julian Lopez was last seen leaving New Freedom Recovery Center in Phoenix, Arizona on November 9th, 2025. His family is very concerned as he has not contacted any of his children, which is completely out of character for him. This is something he would not have done. They are asking for the public to remain calm but still remain alert to help bring peace of mind, confirming Julian's safety. If you have any information regarding Julian's whereabouts or have seen him, or maybe you were in this facility with him, maybe you have an idea of where he went, please get a hold of this tip line. You can call the Phoenix Police Department at 602-262-6151, or you can call the of course the missing tip line through the Missing in America, and that number is 1844 MIA lost. Next we have Julia Robinson. And bear with me guys because I'm trying to kind of read as I go. And I'm old, so it's hard to keep up sometimes. It is. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. Okay, we have Joshua. Joshua Robinson was last seen September 5th, 2025 in Seattle, Washington. Joshua Robinson was last seen at the Rainer Avenue, South Columbia City area of Seattle, Washington. He was wearing a black t-shirt, black pants, and black shoes. He was riding a purple bicycle at the time. Now that purple bicycle should stand out. His family has not heard from him since, and the activity on his social media has now stopped, which is very out of character. If you've seen Joshua or have any information about his whereabouts, please contact the Seattle Police Department or the Missing in America anonymous tip line listed below. At the time of his time of his disappearance, he was 38 years old. He has blue eyes, brown hair. He's 6 foot tall, 170 pounds. He has many tattoos from the neck down to his feet. Guys, please, if you have any information, please contact their tip line. Or you can dial 206-625-5011. Next, we have Leilana Clark. If she will load, and she doesn't want to load. There she is. So we have Lanaya Clark, last seen January 17th, 2026 in Wilkes-Barre. Is it Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania? Now, she was last seen in South Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania on Saturday, January 17th, 2026. Her family believes she is on foot and she may be experiencing a mental health crisis. Lanaya is also deaf and could be in need of assistance. Oh, God love her. She currently has black hearing aids in both ears. Lanaya wears stud earrings and a necklace featuring a picture of her biological father with angel wings. Her family is extremely concerned for her health, welfare, and safety. If you have any information about her, any at all, please contact 570-208-6775. And at the time of the disappearance, she was 14 years old. Her eyes are hazel green. Her hair is curly. She's like a dirty blonde brown color. She's 5'8". She weighs 150 pounds, and she has light skin. She's light skinned, but she's a black female. Okay, let's move on to the next. Here we have Carol. Oh, God love her. And Carol, look at her face. I mean, you can tell that Carol's in distress. Hi, Mark. Good morning. I was waiting for you to come in. I know we normally do our morning lives. Good morning. I'm happy to see you. So Carol Groves is 66 years old. She's 5'4" and she weighs around 120 pounds. Now, Carol was last seen sometime in November or December in 2025 in the area of John Street in Covington, Kentucky. She was wearing pajama pants, pink Crocs, and wrapped in a blanket. If you have any information regarding her whereabouts, please contact Detective UHL of the Covington Police Department at 859-292-2275. Again, that Covington Police Department number is 859-292-2275. It's just heartbreaking. You can tell, sometimes you can just tell by looking at them that they're struggling. And a lot of people are struggling. And a lot of these with mental health. I mean, we have to really think mental health is a serious problem in the United States. We need more funding for mental health. Absolutely. It may save so many lives. It may. Here we have Kimberly. Now, Kimberly, she's a Colorado Bureau of Investigation senior alert. She is 70 years old. Her hair is brown. She has blue eyes. She's 5'4" and she weighs 150 pounds. That is a stock image there of her vehicle. The Colorado Bureau of Investigation has issued a senior alert for 70-year-old Kimberly Yinks. Kimberly was last seen on February 9th, 2026 at 11:30 a.m. in her vehicle. Now this, like I said, this is a stock image of her vehicle, but it was a blue 2005 Chevy Trailblazer bearing Texas temporary license plate 1D3688H near W. Jewell Avenue and South Decatur Street in Denver, Colorado. Now, Kimberly has cognitive impairments. Mind you, she's 70 years old, which may affect her memory. If seen, please call 911 or the Denver Police Department at 720-913-2000. Oh, how heartbreaking. And it's just the idea that our elderly have got to be protected. We've got to do better with our elderly. We have to. Even if they don't want us to, we have to do better. And here we have Michael or Matthew, and I'm sure many of you are familiar with Matthew. We have shared him a lot, but it's very important. We still keep these faces out there. The Phoenix Police Department is searching for 25-year-old Matthew. He was last seen on May 3rd, 2025, near the 44th Street and East Greenway Road in Phoenix, Arizona, around 11:09 p.m. Now, Matthew could be in Arizona, but also could have traveled to other states and has been seen along the roadways, truck stops, hiking areas, hotels, soup kitchens, and even at churches. He was last seen wearing black pants, a blue shirt with an orange stripe across the front, East Indian style and leather sandals, and a gray backpack featuring the East Indian elephant sign. He was also carrying a black water thermos. If seen, contact the Phoenix Police Department. Now, at the time of his disappearance, he was 25 years old. He had brown hair, hazel eyes, 5'8", and at that time he weighed 145 pounds. Now that number for that Phoenix Police Department is 602-262-6151. And guys, like I said, this could easily be our children, our grandchildren. I mean, a lot of people like to judge, but at the end of the day, there's no judging when it comes to the missing because any one of us, it could be any one of us. We have Lily. Oh, look how beautiful. Lily is 15 years old. 15. Imagine being 15 all over again. I wouldn't do it. There's just no way I would do it. Lily Ramirez is 15 years old. She has brown hair, brown eyes. She's 5'1" and she weighs 100 pounds. God love her. The Tacoma Police Department is looking for 15-year-old Lily Ramirez, who was last seen at her home near South 12th Street in Tacoma, Washington, around 9 p.m. on January 28th, 2026. Now, she hasn't been seen or heard from since, and her family is worried about her safety and well being. Anyone with information is asked to call the Tacoma Police Department at 257-287-4455. And if you meet a reference number, that case number it would be hashtag 260-290-1622. So let's be real here. If you think you see her, dial 911 immediately or the Tacoma Police Department at 253-287-4455. We're losing our youth, guys. I honestly feel that way. I feel like we are just losing our youth. Maybe I'm just looking into it too much. I've been told that. But you know what? Can you look into a child's health too much? Can you worry too much about a child? I don't think so. But that's just me and I'm a hover mom, grandma. How are you guys doing in chat? Mark, I'm so happy to see you. I hope you're doing well. Mustang, you too. I know you guys are faithful to me when I come on here and go live, and I do appreciate that. I do. Lucy Goosey, you too. We have Praise Jesus. A lot of you come in here every day, and that means so much to me to see familiar faces. It does. It's almost like we're just one little family that get together just to try to help people. And guys, even though you think that I'm up here reading the flyers, you guys do all the work. You like it, you share it, you keep these people out there. And we all as a team may bring someone home. And that's so important. Here we have Donovan James Dickerson. Now, Jonathan is missing from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, which is a beautiful place, by the way. He is 24 years old. He has hazel eyes and he's 6 foot tall. Now, he was last seen November 7th, 2024. His hair is brown and he weighs 150 pounds. Now, his name is pending. I'm not sure what that is about. I did receive this flyer from Taylor, so I'm sure that maybe at the time that she had given me this, Namus hadn't updated yet. But here's the part that's worrisome. Donovan is on the autism spectrum. He was last seen in Broken Arrow on November 7th, 2024, and his family is very concerned for his safety. That's serious. For him to be missing since November 7th, 2024, that's very alarming to me. If you have any information about Donovan Dickerson, please contact the Wagner County Sheriff's Office at 918-485-3124. Yeah, that's a long time to be missing with it on the autism spectrum because people don't really know how to take who you are as a person, which is very sad. I think that we need more help with that also. I think we need better understanding of how to deal with someone with autism. Oh, I missed Keller again. He's being a little stinker today because he's not wanting to show up. Keller is 9 years old. His hair is blonde. His eyes are blue. He's absolutely adorable. He's only 4 foot tall and he weighs 70 pounds. The Louisville Metro Police Department is attempting to locate a missing 9-year-old juvenile. Now, he is 9 years old and weighs 70 pounds. Keller was last seen by his mom on May 25th, 2023. He is believed to be with his father, Michael, who previously lived in Missouri. The mother filed a protective order against Michael in May of 2023, and the father took his child, and there has been no communication since. Every parent's nightmare. The family is concerned for Keller's safety. If you have any information on his whereabouts, please contact the Louisville Metro Police Department at 502-574-5673. And guys, this very well could be something simple as maybe parents just kind of feuding and one taking him from the other, or this could be major. So it's very important that we like, share, get these faces out there. I mean, that's scary. That is just downright scary. And then it takes me back to Deanna. But what I want to do is I also want to share, and I won't keep you guys long. I know I've already been on here 30 minutes, but I also want to share a few little shorts that I had made on mine about just a few others. So I don't want them to be forgotten. Now, if you guys will remember, there was the LDS children that is still is an active Amber Alert. Let me see if I can pull this up, but I am going to have to pause it real quick. Okay, let me make sure that I can share that. Take Deanna off.
Is 31 years.
Sorry, guys. And we're going to add this one up here. Oh, I have to take Deanna down. There we go. And I do realize that this is small. Guys, on the mobile version, you can just zoom in. I've noticed that. Like, I know it looks super, super small, but you can zoom in to where you can see the flyer if you're on mobile. I realized that yesterday. I know, but I did. But it's very important to get these kids out because this is the LDS church and this is the two Amber Alerts where the teens have ran off and there's still nothing from them. Nothing. Nothing at all. If I could make this bigger for you, I absolutely would. I don't think I can, but you can zoom in to see. See, Doodle, is there also? There's not that I saw. I have not saw that there is anything that says that his father is wanted. Yeah, it's a very good question. I have not. I have not seen that. Okay, let me make sure I have this over here. Okay. And guys, like I said, if you're on a mobile phone, zoom in and you can see this flyer. I do apologize. It's just that a lot of my viewers, I've noticed like 90% of my viewers are on mobile. So that's kind of why I'm doing it this way, even though it is an inconvenience for those that are on a computer. And I do apologize, guys, but you can zoom in to see this flyer. But this is kind of a serious case and it needs to be brought attention. A lot of people have forgotten, but we can't forget this stuff.
Teenagers went missing from eastern Idaho, according to local authorities, and their mother says she believes they left with members of the Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or FLDS. Rochelle Fisher, 15, and Alan Fisher, 13, were last seen on the evening of Sunday, June 22, 2025, in Montague, Idaho, according to the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. Elizabeth Roundy, the children's mother and former FLDS member, told Salt Lake City ABC affiliate ABC4 she believes her children left with their older sister to fulfill religious obligations. The FLDS is a polygamist breakaway offshoot of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and its leader is serving a life sentence in prison. They were willing to go because they think that it's their salvation, Roundy said. The Idaho State Police issued an Amber Alert for the two teens. The children were last seen wearing traditional FLDS clothing, police said. Rochelle was reportedly wearing a dark green prairie dress, while Alan was seen in a light blue shirt with jeans and black slip-on shoes. Rochelle is 5 feet 5 inches tall, 135 pounds with brown hair and blue eyes. Alan is described as 5 feet 9 inches tall, 135 pounds with longer sandy blonde hair and blue eyes. Authorities believe they may be attempting to return to Trenton, Utah, where they previously lived, due to religious beliefs. The children's older sister, Elintra D. Fisher, now 18, was reported missing on January 1, 2023, and has not been located. Roundy told ABC News Impact X Nightline in a 2023 interview, "I am positive that FLDS are hiding Elintra." Roundy believes the case may connect to broader developments within the FLDS church. In 2022, Warren Jeffs, the sex-imprisoned leader, began issuing new revelations, including one in June 2022, calling for children of ex-members to return to the fold, according to the messages, which ABC News obtained. In 2023, ABC News attempted to reach the FLDS church through Helaman Jeffs, the son of Warren Jeffs, who had been issuing his father's revelations, but did not receive a response. ABC News also wrote to Warren Jeffs in prison, but did not hear back. Warren Jeffs is currently serving a life sentence for sexually assaulting girls as young as 12, but continues to lead the sect from prison. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office is asking anyone with information about Rochelle and Alan to contact their dispatch center at 208-745-9210. Teenagers went missing from East.
Now, if that's not scary enough, right? I mean, it's like, what do you do at that point? It to me that is so frightening to think. What are you going to do? there's not too much that you can actually do in a situation like that. I mean, there's not. And I don't know. I don't know if you guys have actually went over and seen where they had the camp that has where they have been hurting little boys. I'm sure most of you have. And it is wild. It's crazy. Camp Kanakuk is still open. I don't know if you guys have seen that. If not, I can play it. It's not kind of into the missing part of this, but I'm telling you, something is just not right here. Something is definitely not right. And there's nothing. It's still open today. Are you guys familiar with that? Yeah, I know. Right, right. Yeah, what a nice guy. And that these children believe that they're doing the right thing. They honestly believe that they're going to follow this. Oh, I'm just going to say it. It's almost like a cult. It is. It's almost just like a cult, if you ask me. It really is. Are you guys familiar with the camp that I'm talking about? And then I will change my thumbnail after that and kind of add on to it. If not, if you have saw that, let me know and I won't play it. But if you have, I will definitely play. If you haven't seen it, you definitely need to, because I'm telling you, wow, there's a camp in Missouri, and this camp is like, it's unreal. I can't believe it's still open, and it's awful. It's absolutely amazing that this camp is still open. Play it, okay. And like I said, I will change it because I know somebody will say that it's not missing people, and it's not. But you don't know how many have been missing from there. We can't say that. How can we say it? I mean, if you really think about it, how on earth can we actually say that? Yeah, okay, it's not there. No, we can't. We just can't. Let me take Deanna off here and I'll play it. Guys, buckle up because I prove on here how these leaders knew. They absolutely knew. There's no doubt in my mind that they knew. And I just took news clips, and it's just the proof's in the pudding. It's terrible. Let's see if I can share this. Oh, I wish it didn't do this. I wish it was like the normal one where it wouldn't do all this nonsense. But guys, I'm sorry that it's small. I can go live on a regular one and go over it. But I guess I don't know if that's actually going to work. Guys, it's going to be small. I'm sorry. I apologize. That's why I hate this kind of how they do this. But it is, my viewers. Just if you can't see it, please just zoom in, because it's very, very important that you guys see this. Hopefully, it adds it to stage. Many of us have sent our children here. It's
considered one of the elite and largest Christian camps, with about 20,000 kids attending each summer. Logan Yandel is now 27, but started attending Kanakuk in Branson. Considered one of the elite and largest Christian camps, with about 20,000 kids attending each summer. Logan Yandel is now 27, but started attending Kanakuk in Branson, Missouri at age 7.
He was our little boy that we sent to camp to have fun and have a spiritual mentor and have wonderful experiences. And it was just honestly the worst mistake we could have ever made as parents, was to send him to that camp.
He thought that this truth would ever see the light of day.
Nearly 1 year ago, Logan Yandel, a former camper and survivor of child sexual abuse, filed this civil lawsuit against Kanakuk camps. Yandel claims the camp committed fraud by tricking families like his into settlements based on false representations made by Kanakuk.
This is the biggest sex abuse scandal that no one's ever heard about. The reason why no one's ever heard about it is because the insurance company and Kanakuk did a really good job of covering it up.
As a child, Yandel, like many others at the camp, was sexually abused by former director Pete Newman, who was convicted of his crimes in 2009. The camp's CEO, Joe White, has maintained he didn't know Newman was a threat until the day of Newman's arrest.
Kanakuk CEO Joe White defended the decision to keep Newman on staff.
This inappropriate behavior, which was definitely inappropriate, and it was immature. It was poor judgment. But in the context, as I said earlier, it was like 2 drops of water in a cascade of appreciation and outstanding character, outstanding example, outstanding role model. It was just drowned out by that.
Camp counselor Peter Newman. Newman was sentenced to 2 life sentences 15 years ago after pleading guilty to sex crimes involving young boys, including statutory sodomy and enticement of a child. The latest suit, filed Tuesday by a Jane Doe, is the first female to allege sexual abuse.
Fully accountable for its role in retaining Pete Newman as an employee, even after numerous warning signs pointed to the inescapable conclusion that he was a predator.
Did you recommend that Pete Newman be fired because of the events that have occurred with the nude four-wheeling, the sleeping one-on-one with children, and now the naked basketball playing with children?
Did I recommend it be fired? No, ma'am.
Why not?
Because we believed that it was immature decision making, and we believed that we needed to help him understand how to make better decisions.
Considered one of the elite and largest Christian camps, with about 20,000 kids attending each summer.
Isn't that just heartbreaking to think you? And this was not just like a poor kid's little church camp. We're talking major money here. These people pay good money to send their children to these camps for these children to be abused. And yes, Mark, you are very correct. Many people did lose their life. And I did have a live with a victim that had came forward, and then he had asked me to take it down because he had gotten threats. It's that bad. It is absolutely that bad. But guys, I guess that's really all I have for you. I could go live on something else if you choose me to, but I kind of wanted to get this out today. I wanted to make sure that people could see the latest missing. But I can't thank you guys enough for joining me. And guys, like I said, thank you for your faithfulness, for being with me when I do these. I realize there's only 5 in here, but you know what? It's quality over quantity with me. I'm not here for clicks, likes, views. I'm not. I'm here to help people. And I think you guys are too. And that means the world to me. With that being said, guys, I hope you have a blessed day. God bless you all. I hope you just have a wonderful, wonderful day. Guys, I guess until next time, goodbye.
In a world that turns too fast, some are lost, left in the past, but we won't let silence win. We'll speak their names again. Voices rising through the dark. Every story leaves a mark. We are the ones who won't forget. The fight for truth is not done yet. We shine the light, we raise the call. For the missing, the broken, we stand tall. For justice, for healing, for every tear.